Okay. Tell them to go house.
The house lights to half. Stand by for Bruce coming on stage. Out.
This is the 30th anniversary of our first record release. We've moved in a lot of circles. The phone hasn't stopped ringing for 30 years. And that 30 years has been quite a journey. Playing the piano a long time, and I've reached a point where I tend to be more interested in something that's really more complex, more adventurous. I'm in my Roger Maris year, 61. It's been disparate stylistically, gotten so many calls to work with amazing musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, et al.
Said I want to take you to a place, put you in a state of grace.
I'm a restless musical soul. I'm easily bored, and I like the idea of sometimes being able to create something new in the moment. Being an improvising musician is always what I've been about. I'm very interested in classical music, mostly modern classical music, the type of music that everybody hates. Carter, Schoenberg, Messiaen, Ligeti, they're clear influences on some of the songs that I've been writing. I regularly inflict a lot of this music on my poor unsuspecting audience when I play solo concerts, like the concert I played at Phi Beta Kappa Hall on the Funhouse Festival weekend. I want to bring all this into our soup, into play musically, and show them what I'm most passionate about. At Funhouse Fest in Williamsburg, it's sort of an old home week reunion type of scenario. And so that makes it really enjoyable. I was calling Sean Colvin, Ricky Skaggs, mostly really good friends of mine, so they feel really bad about saying no.
Through 20 years of coming here, this has always become home for me. To be in Virginia, to see where he's worked, sharing it with us. Bruce certainly has attached us to this area, and it's really fun being here doing this. It's a great time.
Our former boss, my older brother, Bobby Hornsby, because he
Anytime I play around here, Bobby plays with us. My standard line has become, whenever he gets on stage, I'm instantly the second most popular Hornsby in the room. He just has this beautiful presence about him. He's just one of the greatest people that I've ever known. So he gets up there and exudes this beautiful vibe, and people are drawn to it. For 26 years, there's no set list, off the cuff. Keeps it forever fresh. You see the band, they're always looking at me because they don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm about to change it and go into this song, or try this, or watch out, and break down the band. I want to play something here I just thought of. It's very much in the moment. At this point, we've played 101 of my songs this summer. You know, that's a lot. Anything can influence this state of being, what you just read, what you just heard. And that's beautiful. That's just, to me, it's the way to play music. It's not the creative prison of feeling like you have to play the song just like the record because that's what the audience wants to hear. I understand that, believe me, I get it, that people come for a nostalgic reason. They come to see a band because they love the band, they love the records they've made, and they want to hear that. I get that. But now, mind you, I say that often. I'll play a song very straight. I really will. I have it in me to play it straight. Ballads of mine, End of the Innocents, Mandolin Rain, those don't change that much from night to night. They're just not the type of song that is screaming out for a new take.
offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end.
newest album in its entirety, Rehab Reunion. It's a dulcimer record, no piano. What I like about the dulcimer is it's very limited, and so it forces me to write simple music, and that's never a bad thing. And so the dulcimer takes me back down to a more rooted area of music. It's the most stylistically like my first record of any record I've made since. And people think that's strange because, well, where's the piano? It's not always about the piano. The first record had a lot of mandolin and fiddle and accordion. So stylistically, musically, the influences that color the music, they're not dissimilar, the first record and this, which I think is my 20th. This is the cassette of the original demo that got me my record deal in 1985. When I'm home in Williamsburg, I'm a walker now in my senescence. I would always get ideas. It's great to have a studio here. I can come in and just throw something down. And I guess maybe I can be seen, ambling around the town. This is about a continual pursuit of inspiration and engagement, and it's led me to some crazy areas, along with the more down-the-dirt, folky stuff that I like. This music takes me to a really new place.
Some people get confused with blues. They say, well, it's all about sad music. No, blues is everything in life. It's toe-tapping, finger-popping, hip-shaking music. The most passionate music on the planet as far as I'm concerned. My name is Bobby Blackhat Walters. I play blues. I'm a blues harmonica player, vocalist, songwriter. I've been playing harmonica since about 1972. The sound is just so soulful. It really mesmerized me, and I just fell in love with it. About 2002, just before I retired from the military, I decided to go out and hear a friend's band and kind of got hooked, and now I've got 5 CDs and a band and having a great time. I came up with the Blackhat. As a blues guy, you're supposed to have a kind of some kind of name, and I found this really cool Blackhat. The name Bobby Blackhat came to be, and then now that people only know me by that. Open mic is where I cut my teeth.
Wish me a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Over the years, that open mic has moved, but now it is resting at Old Town Tavern. Tuesday night is the greatest variety show on earth.
Have you heard the word?
Kids as young as 13, 14 years old, and then we've got folks 95 years old coming into play.
Hardly.
You get an opportunity to play, listen, and learn.
Bobby Blackhat.
And because I'm a harmonica player, I can sit in with most folks and everybody just falls into the groove. Put on your red shoes, I wrote that song. My wife buys some beautiful red pumps. These are the red shoes. This is what started it all right here. It's just got an infectious little beat to it. I didn't expect it to be as popular, but I single-handedly have increased the number of red shoe sales in this area by a factor of 2,000, I'm sure. This is my wife, Joy Walters. And she's the one that lets me go out and have all this good time fun and supports me. Couldn't do any of this without her, even though she doesn't like blues.
Even though I don't like the blues. But I really like his music because I know those stories. We have 5 children and 5 grandchildren. And a lot of the writing that he does is based on what's happened within the family.
All my kids play or sing or something. And they do us proud every single time.
They do.
Coochie coo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Blackhat Walters and his band.
It wasn't my plan at all. I was just a guy who was trying to play harmonica. I really never intended to have a band. Then that whole thing started to grow and grow and grow. Right here, this is Brian Eubanks on bass, Mike Belmar on drums, Tom Euler on guitar. I'm Bobby Blackhat. My rule for my band is have fun, no drama. You know, one thing I learned in the military is that, you know, you got to take care of your troops, and to take care of your troops, the troops take care of you. I'm retired from the Coast Guard after 27 years, primarily search and rescue, and I had the opportunity to serve at the White House as military for President Clinton. And no, I never played blues with everybody. Said, did he play his saxophone with me? I said, no, never got to do that. Had my harmonicas with me, but never got a chance to play with the president. I've had command a couple of times, and I was an instructor officer cannon school, so you get to see people and deal with people and all their issues and their challenges. And so those are the things that you think about when you're writing songs, is how can you tell the story? HRBT Blues, for example, our life here at Hampton Roads, and that song wrote itself literally.
Get up every morning, get dressed and ready for work.
Just sitting here one day and I just kind of said, man, I've got the HRBT Blues. Everything that's in the song, orange cones and yellow jumpsuits, the alert signs. When there was a guy, I glanced over, saw him texting,
Send a text.
and bam, that's in the song.
That's the reason for all these rear end wrecks.
When I say blues is about the things in your life, that is our blues here.
The Hampton Roads, Bridgetown, no blues.
Harmonica is the only instrument that you literally breathe music through. And I tell people, listen, I can't play harmonica. I say, can you breathe? I say, can you go? Yeah, you can. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be great, but you can play it. So oh, that's my mama. That's mama. That's lost her in 2008. I wrote a song I call I Hear Mama's Voice.
I hear my mother's voice.
My brother-in-law called me from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and he said, Bobby, remember this, you're going to hear your mother's voice and all the lessons she taught you when you were growing up. He said, she'll always be with you because of that. And
put your faith in God. When you're down and out with the blues.
and it's a very personal song.
She talks to me every day.
I performed that song up in Richmond at the Capitol L House. And this guy walked, this biker guy walked. I mean, this guy was massive. I mean, just massive. Fu Manchu mustache, you know, tattoos, you know, long ponytail, just this massive guy comes just barreling up on me. He grabbed me in this bear hug and held me, literally my feet dangling, and he was crying like a baby. He said, I just lost my mother. If you can evoke emotion, then your job is done. The blues world. This music, you know, that had its roots in gospel music and then kind of transformed, and out of blues came rock and roll. They say blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. Blues tells the story of every facet of life. Write a song that evokes an emotion that paints a picture in someone's head. It's an extremely passionate music. Everybody loves the blues, they just don't know it yet.
Everybody has a blue story.
Is there anybody going to listen to my story? All about a girl who came to stay. I've not really ever had any motivation or ambition or anything like that until the past few years. The biggest thing music has taught me about myself is that I am passionate. It's really the only thing I've been passionate about in my life. Oh, girl. Girl. I got to experience a little bit of my parents doing music. They would kind of do it on their spare time. I wasn't really pressed into it from my parents. You know, what influenced me the most from them was their records. All the record players they had, tape players, a big mixer, all the speakers. It was always around me. I went after it on my own. Yeah, they didn't really want it to become too important, I don't think. They hate the music business. In middle school, it was all covers. In high school, it was covers and some original music that wasn't mine. I was a bass player. It wasn't like a creative thing for me. And then after high school, I took my guitar with me to college and stuff like that, but I didn't really play anymore. I spent a lot of years just feeling pretty lost. Something snapped in me and was like, I think I need to just do music. I was doing like cover songs, YouTube videos, and I had a friend tell me, you know, that's cool, but you should maybe like write your own songs. And I was like, oh, ouch. Oh, well. And then I think within a month I'd written a song, and it came to a realization that I wanted to do something really different than what I was kind of creating on my own. Yeah, I mean, long story short, I found Gabe.
Well, our writing process is pretty much as if we were cooking. I'll pop the top off of ragu Alfredo any second. She's like, we gotta make our own Alfredo sauce, it's easy. So, you know, it's like a good mixture, because sometimes, you know, we help each other cook.
Gabe and I met each other Cinco de Mayo, I think, at Lola's in Ghent. I think he was DJing or something. Within a few months, sent me an email with some drums on one of my songs that I had on SoundCloud. I was like defensive immediately, because I was like, what did you, I didn't like say you could do this or something. And then I finally, that feeling only lasted a second. I would have never thought of that, like what he put on the song.
When I heard her stuff, it was just like, oh man, she's dope. I can't believe this is her voice. I thought she had like a band and like, you know, producer, boyfriend, and all this stuff to get involved with. When I hit her up and I found out that she was...
I'm all alone, please.
She was like, I'm all alone, I'm did it myself. I was like, oh.
So with me and Gabe, it's definitely a true collaboration. I'm not just singing, I'm also doing the music too. And he's also writing melodies sometimes. So he's definitely somebody I trust. He's almost like a pair of ears for me, because he's kind of opposite for me, can think about different things a different way.
I think it's good to clip.
With the bass?
Yeah. Cause when I'm mixing it, it's just gonna be a fuller sound.
There's definitely progression with the relationship between me and Gabe. I used to freak out after every single show, whether it was good or bad. It was just too much to handle getting off the stage. It was like the adrenaline.
She's so passionate. I understand when she gets upset. Like, she loves getting it right. So whenever it doesn't, it's a real big issue to her.
He's always been good with, don't worry about it.
I can't help it if I put you down. Going downtown, baby, down where the skunk folks get around, baby. She said she knows you. You wrote your name in. I get around, I saw your name in the I get around.
Anything that's been hard for me was hard for a reason. So when I had the feeling that I wanted to do music, had I not been through some hard stuff, I would have probably just been comfortable and okay with doing something I didn't really care about doing. kind of gave me a different perspective. I'm not going to do anything I don't really want to do. I'm just not. Life's too short.